Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, the DevOps Right. And in today's video, we are going to gain some hands-on on topic Docker. So in this lecture, we are going to Dockerize a front end, just a basic front end, and we will be pushing it to Docker Hub. We will be writing Docker files, and I will explain each line why that line exists in Dockerfile. And also we will check by running the Docker container. Okay, let's get started. Okay, to gain hands-on on Docker, I want you to have Docker Hub sign up. Make sure you go on Docker Hub and do a sign up. I have already done that, so I'm leaving it. And this is my folder I opened in VS Code. I'm going to Dockerize this front end. So let's change the directory. Change directory front end. You can see assets, home, index, these files. We are going to Dockerize them. First of all, we need to run our Docker desktop. And as I have told you, running the Docker desktop will increase our resource usage. Let me check why CPU is already at 97. So this is my screen recorder going on and VS Code. Hey, VS Code is taking too much. Oh my god. Okay, leave it. I'm going to start Docker desktop. Wait a minute, why I am doing it on my PC? I can use an instance. Yeah, I will do so. Okay, so as you can see, my resource usage is not so high right now. Why the CPU still 100 again? It's task manager, screen recorder, and VS Code is 0.2 now. Okay, so let me start Docker desktop, and you can see my resource usage is going to be very high. Okay, I have opened Docker desktop and it is going to be started. You can see Docker desktop is opening, and check the resource usage. CPU 100%, memory 93. That is very obvious. And virtual machine started. Yeah, occupying 546 MB of RAM. Still Docker is starting. Why it is taking too long? maybe some issue in this Docker engine. I'm going to update it and then I will be back. Okay, Docker engine is running and I'm going to open my frontend. You can see frontend files, and here I'm going to create a Docker file and hit enter. Make sure you have Docker running and also installed properly. So if you check the Docker version, it should show the version, means it is installed properly. If you do not have, then you can go on Google and search for Docker Desktop, and then you can install according to your system. Okay, now we are going to write a Docker file. So first of all, we need to declare the base image. Declare base image. So because this is just a front end, so we can choose the image Nginx Alpine. Nginx Alpine. It will be very lightweight and will perfectly work. So this is a base image that is required, and next we need to copy the static files. So let's copy and dot and I will be copying to the Nginx. This is the Nginx default directory. We are creating an image and this is the default directory for Nginx, and because I am in the frontend folder, that's why I need to pass actually that will not going to work because I have opened VS Code in this folder and then I change it to this one. Okay, let's see, leave it here. I think there should not be a directory issue. We are going to expose the port 80. Okay, and then we can start Nginx server. Okay, let's save it. And why it is showing this line? This image contains 3 high vulnerabilities, so it is suggesting less Nginx to latest. Is it good? Why still it is not good? Okay, my system is slow a little bit, so let's clear it up first. Then I'm going to run the command docker build. Basically we are going to build the image. -t for tag. We can give the name for this, so I can say my front end, spelling mistakes, sorry, and then a single dot for the current directory and hit enter. So what is doing, it is creating the image. Okay, this dot is used for current directory. It is building the image, and then we can push it to Docker Hub. Also, I will be giving you a PDF drive link where you can see, you can download these commands with their small description. Okay, so let's wait for it till it builds the image. So Nginx we are using because it's just a simple front end. Suppose it is a backend, then maybe accordingly we are using some node image. So this base image differs of for what you are creating. This copy is a copy command. What is it doing? Copy dot means current directory. It is copying all these things into the Nginx image in this directory. Basically, this is a directory in Nginx from where it serves the static files. And expose 80. 80 is a port. On which port we want to expose it so that we can access. And CMD, in CMD section we need to write the commands. Okay, you can see our build is complete. Let's see Docker images, and you can see I have a lot of images, and my image exists here, my front end, and it is about 246 MB. Yeah, 246. Docker PS to check if container is running. So this container is running, but why? Build kit. Okay, build kit. So let's run our front end. Docker run my front end. So what it is going to do, it is going to run my image as a container, and my container will be running on the port 80. Maybe sometimes if port 80 is already occupied, then it will be showing some error if the port is already occupied. Okay, let's wait for it. Yeah, start worker process. Let me check with another terminal. Little bit slow system. Docker PS. Yeah, our container is running here, and we can check using another terminal, and we can see my front end is running. So as you can see, the container is running. What we can do, we can check in this one. So you can see here, this is my front end container running. 1 minute ago it is started. So first of all, let me clear this up, and I need to stop the running container. Let's stop it. Docker, I'm copying its ID, docker stop, and pasting the ID. So it is stopped. You can check using docker ps, docker ps, and this is up because of the Docker desktop. Okay, let's push it to our Docker Hub account. So first of all, make sure you have stopped the image. It is stopped here. Okay, clear. You can see Docker this. You can use Docker RMI and then ID of an image to remove an image. Let me remove some image. Let's do with this hello world. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste and enter. Conflict, it is unable to delete because image is being used by a stopped container. Some container is using, so first of all I need to stop that container and then I can remove it. So that's why it is not allowing me to remove the image directly. So let's try to push. First of all, make sure you have run Docker login. So I am already logged in. Maybe it will ask for you the credentials you can provide, or maybe it can authenticate you via opening your browser. So I'm logged in. Okay, so I will use the command docker push and my user name of Docker. So this is my username and I'm going to give a tag to my image. Suppose my frontend image. I can do this. Sorry, this is going to be my frontend, the image name. Okay, and hit enter. Now looks like there was an issue in command. Okay, so first of all we need to tag the image. That's why it is not pushing. Let's check first images. So I have this my front end and it is tagged as latest. Okay, then we are going to make it mapped to the repository, container repository. So first we need to create repo on Docker Hub. Like similar we do with our code. So repositories, create a repository. I'm going to give it name demo hands-on. That's it. And short description you can give. I'm just creating it. So my demo hands-on is created. And what I need to do, post image will appear here. Okay, so let me clear this up. Okay, so Docker tag, and we are going to give our image name frontend. Let me check the image name. Docker images. I think it's my front end. Okay, my front end latest. My front end latest. Then we are going to give the username of Docker Hub. In my case, it is I have provided, and then we are going to provide the repo name, repo container repository name, demo, hands on. Make sure the spelling is correct. Okay, spelling is correct. Demo hands on, and then we need to give a tag latest or 1.0 we can use accordingly. Then hit enter and it is done. Next we need to run the command. So basically this command was doing that it was mapping, it was telling the Docker that I need to push my front end image to my this repository. This was the purpose of this command. And now as we have told where to push that image, now we are ready to push. Docker push and Docker push username and the name of the image, make sure spelling is correct, and the tag latest. That's it. You can hit enter. What is this going on? So this type of confusion you may face, and obviously if you are experienced one, so nobody expects you to do such confusion. So what I was doing wrong is that, let me show you the Docker images. So I was tagging my image to that container repository with the name demo hands-on, same as the container repository name. So now this is the image, and what I was doing that I was using this my front end image, but I never tagged this image. That's why it was showing an error, tag doesn't exist, because I never tagged that image with this name. So the correct name is going to be this one. So what we need to do, we need to run that same command but with different name. Okay, let me remove this. And this is demo hands on latest. This is the correct command because this is the name which I tagged. So it is preparing something and we'll push this image to Docker Hub and we will check it by refreshing that page. So let's wait for it. I already told you why my system is slow right now, because there is another virtual machine running for Docker. That's why it is causing high resource usage. Now the Docker image is of size around 246 MB and it has pushed. Okay, let's refresh it. I'm refreshing, and now look at this. If my image exists, you can see sorry, not that. I'm in general, and this is the image we have post here. So anybody can pull this image from here by using this command because it is public. Obviously, I'm going to delete this one because I don't want to keep it. So let's delete, and you will find some PDF having these Docker commands for you. So is it deleted? Let me check. Yeah, it is deleted. Let me close this. Also, let me check if container is running here. Let me exit Docker desktop. It is causing high resource usage. So it is turning off, and let me show you the task manager. Causing high resource usage. You can see this is using 1400 MB of RAM. Okay, it is exited. Let me give you an update that what you need to do for this. You need to open my YouTube channel or my website. So simply you can search for the DevOps, right? And with help of you, my website is also good ranking. You can come here. You can find resources here, some featured videos, some PDFs that can help you. This is tools. These are some handwritten notes. And obviously, thank you. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this video adds some value in your learning journey. Also, you can follow me on LinkedIn, Instagram, GitHub, and on Twitter as well. Also, you can visit to my YouTube channel and you can subscribe, like, and share. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.